name is Ella Franks. I'm the bassist of Split, and I'm the creator of this video.
My name is Ethan Schatz, and I am one of the guitarists of Split.
My name is Calvin. I play the drums.
I've always wanted to be a part of a band, and I saw some of my friends be in a band, and when I met Jacob, who was a fantastic singer, I talked to him about it, and we got the idea to start a band together, and I reached out to some of my friends and peers to make the band.
To face with the man who sold the world.
Well, I didn't really want to be in a band, but I was convinced to be in the band.
I love music, and I love the music scene in Athens. Jacob and I are moving to LA and would love to pursue music while we're out there, so we figured this was a great chance to get some experience under our belts.
Split was like helped me refine that love for drumming that I used to have.
I wanted to achieve honestly nothing. I wanted to have fun. I just wanted to be able to make music with friends and go perform for my other friends and just have a grand old time together.
The first show we played was so awesome because it was my first time ever being on stage outside of like concert band in high school. Okay,
are you practice something? Is that what we want to practice?
Seems like we're a cover band, but we're fun. People like, coming out to the shows. I just hope people think upon us fondly and they're not like, oh, those guys were hacks or jokes. I just, want to be remembered in a good light.
Hey, I'm kind of lost. What band is this? Split!
We got a little lucky because starting out I had friends who have played at like the Union and any venue you can think of or house shows in Athens. So our first ever gig was at the Union, which was kind of our end goal. So it felt as though like we got the best show, and then we were able to just kind of like use that as like, we've played at the Union, and like people be like, oh cool, do you also want to play at like Casa or like at a house show? In terms of like writing music, I'm like just a huge sucker for indie rock music. I try to write stuff that's like indie rock, indie pop, stuff like Backseat Lovers or Briston Maroney is my favorite artist.
I've listened to the Beatles forever, and I always heard everyone be like, Ringo Starr is like not a great drummer or whatever, and I'm like, I don't believe that.
Do you think Split's gonna release anything?
Well, we got a couple things in the works, but maybe drop something like the night before the last show.
If we were around a lot longer, we would have pursued our originals more and been less of a cover band and tried to get gigs in places like Columbus or maybe even Pittsburgh, where Ella's from.
Second semester came and we lost a little bit of that drive as we're like, oh, well, it's all ending soon. It's been hard, like with everyone's schedule, with 5 people getting time to practice or time to get together, or even like committing to certain shows with everyone having different things going on.
There's an ant in between the...
Everybody likes to point out our ants. Like, can't they just accept there's ants that live here?
But sometimes you just gotta sacrifice a little of what you want to do, or like your personal like plans to practice every once in a while. But it's like worth it because in the end you get to have a lot of fun and do something you really care about.
Here's advice if you're starting a band. Make sure your first show ever, you tell every single friend you have in the world to come to that show, especially if it's a union show or something at a venue. Because if you pull a lot of people, that venue will notice and they'll invite you back.
So my advice would be try to meet people like in the bands like that are playing like at the places you'd want to play. Like get out there and try and create a band, even if it's just only a few people.